hello. Welcome back to the Big Fat Psychic channel. I'm so pleased to be reading again for you today. Okie dokie, let's crack on. We're going to look at Meghan and Nigeria and how it will go. I've got a feeling, I don't know what will last, but I've got a feeling that it doesn't. But we'll see. Let's ask their cards. These have already had a good shuffle before, and all of them get a good shuffle. But anyway, for your benefit. Okay then, so how does Meghan feel about her trip to Nigeria? Well, she's wanting to please somebody, okay? She's wanting to please somebody. She's thinking of the king when she does this, okay? So Nigeria, she's thinking of a king. But also, she could be looking at like a security as well, a security issue. How does Meghan feel about having security in Nigeria? Well, I would say it's causing a bit of stress for her. You turn down the UK to go to Nigeria. If she goes, she will definitely not be taking children. I know quite a lot of you believe that they don't exist, but for my point, I do. Okay, yeah, so you got unclear thinking, undecided, you know. Is Meghan worried about going to Nigeria? Yes or no? No. Well, if she didn't go, she's under stress and pressure, isn't she, to go, regardless of any security. She's like, because it would look bad if she pulled out. I mean, they're giving her nicknames, aren't they? Warrior Princess. Are you for real? I bet she dug those names out herself. Yeah, whatever. I have to say that, you know, somebody is from an agency is looking at this, you know, absolutely looking at this. And it'll look so bad, you know, if we don't go, because she doesn't think things through, neither. What's the real reason she won't come to the UK? We all know. Yeah, in case somebody pulled a strand of DNA from one of the kiddies, okay, and as well they're still having to go on show about this security business in the UK. I mean, the knife stabbings and everything that have gone on with swords and knives and everything in London, I have to say, it's not helping us, is it? Everybody's saying now how dangerous it is to go to London. And so Harry and Meghan will feel that's, goes for them rather than against them. But, you know, no personal threats have been made to Harry and Meghan. And it is a half in, half out approach with the security, you know. Give us 30 days, Harry, and we'll have it, you know, we'll be able to tell you if we can do it or not. She's also frightened she gets caught out. She's frightened she gets caught out. It's like, you know, if you had an enemy, you would not want to step on their doorstep if you felt that they have the power over you. And I kind of feel like she thinks, in her warped mind, that if she stays away from the UK, then we won't, you know, go too far with the surrogates or all the lies, the Nigerian quotes, she's just lied. She's just a goddamn liar, isn't she? So she, in her own mind, thinks if she keeps a distance from the UK, then that should be okay. How does Meghan feel about missing out on the Invictus Games? She is absolutely furious, lashing out. I told you, it's a lose-lose situation. So if she came to the UK, then that spikes off the, the security thing. But also, I think there's been a falling out between Meghan and the CEO, which is going to put Harry in a terrible situation. So she's lashing out, and she's not going to let him have his one day in the UK with her not doing anything. Look, they'll have turned her down for where she stays, the costs and everything else. I've done a video, so you'll understand when you see it. But they could face bankruptcy. So she can't get her own way. It's not for the reasons we think either. But she wants to be untouchable, but also because there's shit going on in the background. And I wonder if this is also a male who is in charge of the coffers, okay? Not coffins, coffers. And it is... He's saying what should be said, He's doing the job he should be doing. He's doing it in the right way. And so this doesn't allow for any Harry and Meghan shenanigans. So that's interesting that she is absolutely furious with Invictus. How does Harry feel about going to the Invictus Games? It's the right thing to do. It's the right thing to do for him. I just hear him say, come on, be fair. Come on, be fair. He's also wondering, how this affects his security case. Because I know he said it's over and he wasn't going to appeal, but I kind of feel like he's going to go all the way. And why wouldn't you? If you go one judge or hearing and then a second hearing, and you've got the potential for the three, well, you're not going to give up because you're going to go all the way. Otherwise, if he would just feel like he should have done later on, he will feel he should have done. So again, not accepting it, but also on the basis that it's already cost a fortune. Let it cost some more because this is my only chance. So I know the judge said he can't appeal, but I do see that they will appeal. And it's two court cases. It's two court cases that I see. So there'll be one for his security. And then there's another one as well. There's another one that he'll be here for. That I'm feeling could be more to do with the papers, newspapers or media. I just get making things right. He wants to... It's the right thing to do by going. How does Meghan feel about Harry leaving her, going to do the Invictus Games, and it's going to be a success because she is not there? How does Meghan feel about that? There is no give and take on this. She wants the take. She's not extending the goodwill to Harry. She's not encouraging him to do it. If anything, she's making his life a lot harder. It's like, well, if that's their attitude, why should we go? Why should we go? Like she's a part of it. This would have caused some, obviously, rows here, definitely. Harry feels that he has to. Harry also feels like deep inside that he wants to. How does Harry feel about Meghan not going to the games? Well, maybe he can get on with it all, get on with it all. He's got this like kind of wow announcement. So it's like I only see him there, and it gives him a chance to shine. I don't know if it's just one day, but I'm getting one. For all I know, the Invictus Games could have already happened. Oh dear. Yeah, so it's an opportunity, you know, he's going to seize it. And like, it doesn't matter. He's done this gig before on his own plenty of times. And I think that he can do it. And he's thinking, you know, it'll go better as well. Because there's nothing like a nagging bitch wife beside you, criticising you, telling you what to do every second of the day. So it's like kind of, he's hoping it goes well. And that he sets things right, that he impresses somebody who's not impressed with him, you know, within the Invictus Games. So most likely the CEO. I know you're shouting at me right now, Mike Tindall. I've got a Mike Tindall video already done. Okay, it just needs checking. So yeah. How does Meghan feel? Okay then, so what was it? What did the CEO say or do to upset Meghan? Probably, you know, that everyone, like I'm getting all over the world here, all over the world. So maybe that the focus is more about on the veterans, because that's what they're selling. They're not selling brand Harry and Meghan. You know, they're selling the Invictus Games and making sure that the Invictus Games and the participants, the veterans, you know, get a look in, are able to contribute more, and that it would be a success without Meghan, to be fair. Oh, I wouldn't like to be in the room or on the telephone when that came up. Yes, Meghan, you know, you know, it was successful last year, but we're going to sort of change the format, okay, changing the format. And what did the CEO say to Harry? You know, what crossed the line, what boundaries did the CEO set for Harry? Well, you know, 3 of Pentacles reverse. So, you know, it's got to be more about having a team. It's got to be more about having a team. You know, that they feel when Meghan was there, their focus is taken away, so much like that one. But how does... I don't know if there was 3, so 3 years, you know. I'm getting 3 and 3 years. Has this how it's been for the last 3 years, maybe, or certainly the last 2? So yeah, it's about not collaborating with other people as well. I mean, Invictus belongs to Invictus, and so this is like, you can't just pinch our, unless Netflix is sponsoring them, which I doubt they are. So it's get rid of Netflix. Does the CEO of Invictus, how does he feel about the Netflix, you know, being involved? Because it's not reality. You know, that's what they're saying. It's not reality. What you're doing is kind of scripted to the way. So that probably means that Harry is not being himself, his true self. Is it because it's Harry's name on it, produced by Archwell, or whatever it is? I just feel like the name and the label here it is different. So it's as if, like, really doesn't want that kind of... Oh, thank you for the other day. Subjects. You did make me laugh. Okay, yeah, so really it's about where was the veterans, okay? Where was the veterans? So, you know, has the CEO of Invictus Games, did they approach William? Absolutely. You know, asking for things, bright ideas and stuff like that. So, in a way, I do believe there's been a conversation with Mike Tindall. Asking for help, you know, asking for ideas, you know, how to deal with things, because, you know, what is the true financial status of Invictus? Well, you know, hopefully the lawyers are involved. Somebody is like auditing the books, basically auditing the books. This can be a lawyer, or a forensic accountant as well. I think professionals or organisations as well, heads of organisations that they approach, would be raising their eyebrows, or, you know, want to know the solid foundation. I mean, you know, Meghan and Harry was dripping in Invictus money, weren't they? I definitely think, you know, the CEO has spoken to William as well. Let's have a look. You know, how does William feel after he spoke to the CEO? I can't do it, but I know somebody who can, you know, inserting somebody from the royal side of things, okay, wanting to put things right, you know, even about a donation. I don't think the CEO rang William about that. I would say it was more about leadership issues, budgeting concerns, things, you know, that look or appear to be out of control. And you see, William can't slide in. It's not his fight. It is not his fight. But what he could do is recommend somebody, have a word with somebody, you know, who can ease themselves in. Yes or no? Has Mike Tindall been approached for Invictus Games? Oh. You see, this frightens me. Aries, somebody Aries. I kind of feel like Mike Tindall would be good because he refuses to be bullied, you know, by people. Harry has abused authority, you know, he's not following the rules or the guidance or anything, because Meghan's into, you know, Meghan thinks for him. Meghan says what's what. Meghan makes decisions and statements, you know, and Harry just merely trots along like a good boy. So I do feel there could be power struggles here, but definitely, you know, he approached William and obviously it's as if William said, even, I'm so sorry, you know, I'm so sorry that this has happened, or, you know, things have gone this way. I'm sorry, but I'll put, you know, I'll give you somebody and hopefully we can start to put things right. So does the CEO want Mike Tindall on the board? Is this true or false? So I'm getting, you caused this. Well, it ain't me. the CEO is in a precarious situation, you know, and Harry has done this. Harry's put this. Harry's caused this. He didn't listen to people. He won't go along with things. He's trying to rob the budget. You know, it's all about their money. It's take, 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 not give, give, give. It's not Invictus Games anymore. It's just greed for Harry, you know. A pot of gold coins. He's also worried, though, you know, I do think he's also worried that is the CEO fearful of Harry's reaction? Well, yeah, because this you know, how do you explain to everybody that you've been on the phone with our future King William and you've asked him for advice, and now you're going to take somebody from the royal family who does have, you know, was in the armed forces, who loves sports as well. Yeah, he's absolutely afraid of what Harry will say. He don't want to look bad. He don't want to, you know, he don't want to. He must feel like he's treading on like hot stones around Harry. You know, there's a fear here. There's a definite fear. Oh, let's not upset him. Let's not, you know, how am I going to say this? How am I going to break it to Harry that, you know, William has picked, you know, Mike Tindall. Not just that Mike Tindall came forward, but that he's spoken to William and William has found a solution. How will Harry react when he finds out about Mike Tindall? Oh, you know, ringing up, feeling threatened, but, you know, getting on the phone and saying, is everything all right? You know, he wants reassuring of his position and that, you know, nothing will change, when in fact, everything changes. A bit like a child, you know, clingy, ringing the CEO, nearly did it, ringing the CEO 4 or 5 times a day, you know. One of them, oh, am I doing okay? You know. Childlike. How will Meghan feel about, you know, Mike Tindall joining the Invictus Games? Massive drama online, you know, everybody. So she's going to be embarrassed as well as peeved. But, you know, yeah, this will hit the internet. It's a big drama as well. So taking focus away from her again. And instead of Harry being a big boy pulling up his big boy pants, he doesn't, you know, he'll go smoke the wacky backy, he'll take his Coca-Cola, any prescription drugs for depression and anxiety, and we'll go through the roof, okay? So whatever goes on online and the effects, okay, so if it's a drama, it's going to be a drama in the house as well, because, you know, Harry will collapse in on himself, you know, for his own insecurity. She knows this is going to hit the internet. Is Meghan aware that this is going to be officially confirmed soon? No, maybe she don't believe it, because she's only hearing things from online, okay, without an official explanation from him. No, he's probably holding back off as long as he can. Who's leaking it? Who is leaking, you know, Mike Tindall? Because she knows nothing officially yet. Who is leaking? Oh, don't say that. Don't say that. Knight of Swords reverse. Huh. Yes or no? Just tell me. I know. I might have messed up with Mike Tindall. Well, has or will the CEO approach Mike Tindall? Oh, yes. Thank God for that. I was going to have to scrap their reading. Okay, so this is about aggression, getting the sugars in, fighting back, you know, giving it full force as well. People saying, oh, it won't work, it won't work, it won't work, you can't have two, you know, who does Mike Tindall think he is? I tell you, we think he is. We will have his backing. He's such a lovely guy. I like him. Calls a spade a spade. Me and him and Zara would have a fab day out in the pub, okay? The jokes, the cracks would be flowing. So, yeah, it's... oh, dear. This is kind of... bad, because that leaves Meghan and Harry in a situation where it literally gives you the headlines, that these two need hand holding or babysitting, or failing. You have to get somebody proper in. The next reading goes into quite detail about Mike and how Harry feels and reacts and everything, and William's part in this. He has to go in. It's about, budget as well, about getting agreements, getting sponsorship deals, charity fundings. Mike Tindall and Zara know that they've got experience as well. I'd love to see our fellow, was he rugby? I'd love to see Mike Tindall go for the polo as well, But yeah, so the level of power is equalled. If you want Mike Tindall and you've brought him in, then you want him to fulfill a role. It's not a fancy title. It's so that he can influence the board and, help with, look at the finances. I mean, look at that, William is absolutely worried about the finances. Now, it's a bit of both. It's a lot of Meghan and Harry screwing the system, but it's also that because it's Meghan and Harry and not enough about the veterans, then we're not receiving the charity, the donations and the sponsorships. Nobody wants to sponsor Harry and Meghan. They need to do it and bring it back again to the table, going right back to the table, to the beginning, and use that format that worked. So, two cards, one for Harry, one for Meghan. Meghan, what is the outcome then for you in this reading? Ha! A lot of upset about staying home, I'll tell you. Oh, there's a few arguments. Yeah, there's a few arguments going on here. It's going to cause a lot of upset. Maybe we hear about that as well, like, oh, Meghan won't be happy about this, and, Harry won't be happy about this. It's spoiled her fun. It's spoiled her fun. And she won't be coping with it as well. She does not like being, put in her place at all. How will Harry feel? What will be the outcome for Harry in this? He's going to see it through. And he's... Do you know what with Harry? So, because he's got Meghan at him, he listens, he does, he gives in. But now, I think with, he'll want to work with Mike Tindall because he misses being part of the royal family. And also, he needs somebody who is just as positive about Invictus on, like Harry was, So he's hoping that this can, bring them together. You know, he loves it, Invictus. He's very committed to Invictus. We'll be, you know, hearing about that, you know. And yeah, I think it's strange, isn't it? But Meghan's all he's got. When Harry has other people and they start making sense to him and, you know, treating him good, better than his wife treats him, he's drawn to that. And I feel like he's going to, in the end, after he's got over it, you know, he's going to be even more committed. Because he does want the best for Invictus. But when you've got a, you know, a pecking Meghan at you all the time, chipping away at you, he cannot do anything else but submit. So this evens the table. She won't be happy. And of course she won't go anywhere where Mike Tindall has been. Okay, was it on that one of the first ones, and it went, "Hello, my love." You know, that was a proper take the piss act from there. But we loved it, didn't we? We loved it. Okay then, so that's Harry and the Invictus Games and all the things that are going on underneath. Thank God it is, you know, Mike Tindall. Don't ever say is that true or false when it's the crux of your reading. Anyway, guys, that's it from me for today. I'll be back with another reading. Okay, bye now. Bye-bye.